all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Stop! 180! Lock in, lock in. Check tight, check tight, check tight. 47.
Now on 2nd and 16. Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmaker. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you. You got hard. You got that right there.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Let's go now. 60 or. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch it. No.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to work his way down to the 16. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line. Ready, 50, plant.
Off play action, it's Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, 18. Hey, 18.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Check.
After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky, and the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
We're scoreless after one.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
40. Hey, alert.
I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, 18. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 49.
From the 35 on second down, Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And an alley to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. Rock it. Fresno.
On the carry is Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down, it's Henderson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard after the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about hair.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's an excellent run right there on 2nd and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in 3rd and manageable and back on schedule and trying to pick up a 1st down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Hey, Delta.
Pull it together. Bobo's a Mike. Mike's Bobo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Burton here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. I got you. I got you.
Alert, 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 alert.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, ball. Alert, 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 alert. Smooth.
Win the rep. Let's go right here.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Defense wins championships, baby. Kill, kill, kill. Watch twists. Watch twists.
On third down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mike, 44. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12 yards.
Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Lock in.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They try again with Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Switch up, switch up. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. 59. Alert, alert, 59. Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
58, look at me, zipper. Hey, zoom.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Look at those stick skills. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Leonard Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, Henderson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check 3, check 3.
They run once more with Henderson. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, ball.
Again, it's Cohen. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Kill.
Red, tuck.
Slam.
Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Cohen. And an alley run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Put up! 180! Get that quarterback at all costs! 44 is the mark.
Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, it's Henderson. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Hey, wahoo! 45 the mark. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 9, check 9. Man, touch. Run. Run.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Watch out! 180! Red, go! I'm coming after you! Mike, 36! Hey, exit! 6! Let's go! Bang! Red, go! Bang! Shift! Check! Hey, 18!
Now Trubisky. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Alert! Crunch! Hey, I need one over here!
They'll run with Montgomery. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Get him, boy!
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
I got him, on me!
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
First and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 22.
First down. Today's final score, Bears.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, Boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Bears, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5.